Ever seen a marketing stunt backfire so hard it becomes the main event? Welcome to the WNBA All-Star Weekend, where Angel Reese tried to steal the spotlight, but Caitlinclark's absence stole the show and the ticket sales. Buckle up, because this rivalry just got a reality check.
Angel Reese taking more shots at Caitlinclark unnecessarily. You in Indiana having a great time partying. We see all the clips.
Let's set the scene. Indianapolis was buzzing. The WNBA All-Star Weekend was supposed to be the league's big Hollywood moment. Caitlinclark and Angel Reese, two of the most talked about names in women's basketball, finally sharing the same stage. The city was ready. Hotels were booked, restaurants were prepping for a March Madness level rush, and every sports network was hyping up the rivalry like it was Ali versus Frazier. Corporate sponsors had their wallets open, Nike had special edition shoes ready, and ESPN was counting down the hours. The only thing missing, a real rivalry. Because, let's be honest, this beef is more one-sided than a Harlem Globetrotters game. Clark has been minding her business, letting her game do the talking, while Reese has been, well, talking a lot.
I'll look back at 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to...
But hey, that's what makes sports fun, right? The anticipation was real, the hype was massive, and the city was ready for fireworks. But as we all know, sometimes the best laid plans go up in smoke. And that's exactly what happened when the news broke that Caitlinclark wouldn't be suiting up. Suddenly, the rivalry was missing its main character, and the weekend script got flipped upside down.
Clark announced today that she will miss both the three-point contest and the WNBA All-Star game this upcoming weekend in Indiana after re-aggravating a groin injury in that final minute of Tuesday's win over the Connecticut Sun. Clark.
Here's where the plot twist hits. Just days before the All-Star festivities, Caitlinclark re-aggravates her groin injury. Cue the collective groan from fans, sponsors, and anyone who bought a ticket hoping to see her light up the court. The news spread faster than a group chat rumor. Suddenly, all those Clark versus Reese promos felt like advertising a fireworks show after the rain started. Ticket prices? They didn't just drop, they plummeted. We're talking a 50% nosedive from $121 to $64, almost overnight. That's not a discount, that's a clearance sale. Local businesses, hotels, and restaurants that had been banking on a Clark-fueled crowd started to feel the sting. The WNBA's marketing machine, which had been running at full speed, suddenly looked like it had a flat tire. And for fans who traveled to Indiana just to see Clark, the disappointment was real. The can't-miss event became a maybe next year letdown. But while most of the league was scrambling to adjust, one player saw an opportunity to make the weekend all about her. Enter Angel Reese, ready to turn the spotlight her way, whether fans wanted it or not. Let's talk about timing. While Clark was sidelined, Angel Reese decided it was the perfect moment to launch her new Reebok signature shoe. Banners everywhere, social media buzzing, and a campaign that screamed, "Look at me," all in Clark's home city. Reese even posted, "Walk in your trap, take over your trap," on Instagram, just to make sure nobody missed the point.
And saying that, the Caitlinclark needs to do something to stop all this. When it is
bold, it was brash, and it was awkward. Because with Clark out, the rivalry Reese was trying to hype up felt more like a solo act. Imagine showing up to a dance-off and your only competition is the DJ.
Embarrassing!
Fans noticed. Some praised the confidence, but most saw it for what it was, a marketing move that missed the mark. Social media had a field day, with jokes about Reese taking over an empty stage. Even Reebok's billboards looked a little lonely. The whole thing felt less like a power play and more like a party where half the guests didn't show up. But give Reese credit. She knows how to keep her name in the headlines, even if the headlines aren't exactly what she planned. Let's call it what it is. This rivalry is about as real as a reality TV script. Clark has never thrown shade, never fired back, and never needed to. Her game speaks for itself. Meanwhile, Reese has built the brand on being the anti-Clark, using every opportunity to attach her name to the league's biggest star. Podcasts, interviews, social media, If there's a chance to mention Clark, Reese is on it. But here's the twist. With Clark out, the rivalry lost all its juice. Fans weren't buying it, literally or figuratively. The Walk in Your Trap campaign felt more like walking into an empty room. Even the most die-hard Reese supporters had to admit, it's hard to have a rivalry when one side isn't even playing. The result? A weekend that was supposed to be about competition turned into a lesson in marketing misfires. Reese got the headlines, but not the hype she wanted. And Clark, she let her absence do the talking. If you ever doubted Clark's impact, just follow the money. The All-Star weekend was built around her, and when she couldn't play, the whole event took a hit. Ticket prices tanked, merchandise sales slumped, and local businesses missed out on the basketball tourism boom they had been promised. Even corporate sponsors had to scramble, rethinking their strategies on the fly. The WNBA had sold out special event packages, and arena seats were snapped up in hours until Clark's injury changed everything. Suddenly, the can't-miss event became a maybe next year for thousands of fans. The league's reliance on one superstar was exposed, and the risk became painfully clear. Reese's campaign, as bold as it was, couldn't fill the gap. The numbers told the story. Clark is the engine, and without her, the train doesn't leave the station. It's a tough lesson for the league, but one they can't afford to ignore. Just when you thought the weekend couldn't get any more awkward, the All-Star players took the court in warm-up shirts, reading, "Pay us what you owe us." The message? Totally valid. The timing? Well, let's just say it was less than ideal. With ticket prices in freefall and fans already grumbling about Clark's absence, the protest landed with a thud. Social media lit up with hot takes, many pointing out the irony of demanding higher pay at the exact moment the league's value was being questioned. It's not that the players don't deserve more, they absolutely do. But in the court of public opinion, timing is everything. The protest overshadowed the real issues, and the backlash was swift. Fans felt like they were being asked to pay more for less, and the optics weren't great. Even Clark, who's been vocal about fair pay, wasn't part of the protest. The lesson? Sometimes even the right message can get lost if the timing is off. So what did we learn from this All-Star weekend? First, CaitlinClark isn't just another player, she's the WNBA's main attraction. Her absence didn't just hurt the event, it exposed how much the league depends on her star power. Second, Angel Reese's marketing move, while gutsy, showed that you can't manufacture a rivalry if the other side isn't playing. Fans want real competition, not just clever slogans. And third, the league has some serious work to do. Relying on one superstar is risky, and the economic fallout proved it. The WNBA needs to build more stars, create real rivalries, and make sure the product is strong enough to stand on its own. Until then, every marketing stunt, every protest, and every headline will be measured against one question: where's CaitlinClark? And if she's not on the court, the answer is usually not interested. So, what now? The All-Star weekend is over, but the questions linger. Can the league find a way to spread the spotlight and build more stars? Will Reese's next move be more about basketball and less about billboards? And most importantly, can the WNBA learn from this weekend's missteps and come back stronger? Until then, the rivalry will stay one-sided. The ticket prices will follow the star, and every marketing move will be judged by its timing. If you made it this far, drop a baby giraffe in the comments because you know the real story behind the headlines. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned because in the WNBA, the drama is just getting started.